Hi guys, I'm here. Holy moly. Welcome to Wednesday night. I'm sorry for the bounce. I'm trying to get the cord plugged in. Of course, I had to move my everything around, so trying to find everything is fun. Let's see who's here. Hi, Jen, Glenda, Anita, Deborah. Hello. Hi, Connie. Hi, Pat. Yay. My girls. Thank you. Hi, Susan. Yay. Nice to see ya. Neater. All right. We are doing this cute. I don't have a great visual for you. So if you need a visual, back out, take a screenshot of the thumbnail of the YouTube, or go over to my Facebook group called Creative Rock Art and Foil Techniques. And in the events section, there is a big picture of what I want to do tonight. I'm hoping I can do it justice. It's so pretty. This color is add a lot of green and yellow and pretty colors in there. My printer's not working. We have a couple of heads broke on our, so the color's not going through correct. So I can see clearly we have no yellow. So anyways, we're going to be doing, this whole shell is going to be foil, as well as these tiles here. The whole turtle's going to be foil except for the eyeballs. But we're going to paint the body and the flippers and all that, and then put foil on top of it. So I did a trace here with the image and then just the outline. Then I blocked it in with white, and then I went back with the image again and fussy cut around the outside of it. So it was just this, so that I could line it back up with my white and put the lines back in there because I need those. I got a little thick with my lining here, but we're going to foil over it. And then I don't like this bit here on the head, so I'm pretty sure that's going to end up under this guy here. So I might go ahead and give it a little white right now so that it's dry by the time. I'm just going to grab a paint pen. Hello. Hi, Trina and Mary. Howdy. Hi, Yvonne. All right, so I'm just going to lighten this up a bit here. I don't like these really thick ones, but I just need kind of guides, you know what I mean? There. I don't like this thick bit in here. So the fun thing about turtles is it's super forgiving. A turtle shell, it could be anything you want it to be, really. It's the greatest thing to do like an abstract thought or mixed media on, because hey, there's a lot of places we could play, right? All right, I think that's going to work. I'm not trying to completely white it out, just, make it a little less whatever. Yeah. And of course I'm going to go back after and reline some things, but for now this is good. It's good. One more. So on the flippers down here, it's kind of a, there might be some double foiling going on here, not positive yet. But at the bottom of the flippers, it's like the leopard print look, and then it goes up into the more rainbowy color. So we're going to get the rainbowy color with the low viscosity neon set. If you don't have these colors, no biggie, use what you got, obviously. And if you're interested in these colors, head over to my Etsy shop. If you don't see them in there, send me a message on Messenger or here on YouTube, or get with any one of these wonderful moderators here and they can help you find me. Or hashtag the Foiling Rock Lady, and that should take you to either my Etsy, my YouTube channel, my I'm on my. It's a great community. You guys are lovely, and I love all of you. Anyways, we are going to paint together tonight this beautiful turtle. So what did you guys think about the new formula for the Luscious Liquigels? Is that not the coolest thing ever? So I was playing around with them yesterday, and this came to be, I was like, wow. I had painted the coaster red for a different project, and then found out she didn't want it on a coaster. She wanted it on a river rock. So I abandoned the coaster, and I was like, what? I don't like red much. So I didn't think, so I drew out, or didn't draw it. You know me, I traced it, the flower. And then I thought, So I went ahead and used the low viscosity, and then I painted them in with some more of my acrylics, let that dry really good. And then I went over the top of it with the low viscosity. I mean, with the Luscious Liquid Gels. And oh my goodness, it was so pretty. There's a little short here on YouTube you can click to watch that process in speed painting version. It was quite fun. It was really fun. But if you guys like that, we can do that as a project next week if you want. That was a really fun one. And it's really simple too. It's a really simple one. So this is actually a lot easier than it looks. The hardest part is tracing it on the rock or getting your image down. The background on this rock, you can barely see it, I'm sure. Let me see if the flash will help any. A little bit. So that is also Luscious Liquigels thinned out to very liquid shimmer. And you can do that either in a dish on the side, or you can do it on your rock. I did it on my rock before I started. This one shows it a little better. And there's an example of that also in the group in the event. Isn't that pretty? It is these 4 colors. 1, 2, 3, one more. Where's the blue? It's these 4 colors mixed together on the surface. No, I lied. It's not that. This way. All right. So I have a lot of foil that I'm planning on using for this project because I want it to be sort of like a... Oh, no, I didn't. I did. Let me see if I can turn that off without losing y'all. Where is it? Are y'all still there? Can you hear me? I think I did it. Progress. So these are the low viscosity. They come in these ginormous 20 ml size. This is the size I usually bottle my paint in. So you get a really big one in those. I'm probably going to use, because I have some minis here, I'm probably going to use these up before I open my big ones. Also, white and black are free when you buy the set. And I don't know, I don't think those, are they in the store? I don't know if they are, but they should be. I wish they were, if they're not. I swear I think I put them in there, but I don't know. Okay, so for the foil, I'm just going to give you a peek. So if you got to run and pick out your foil, if you have foil, you could do that before we get to the foiling part, which is going to come up pretty quickly. Okay, so for our turtle, try to lay it out on white so you can see it, because these are really some of them are transparent, some of them are clear, but it's going to be on white, so we're going to look at it that way. So these are like flippers, fins, face, body kind of stuff here. We're going to be using these, and then this one and these, I don't know if I can fit them all in there. I'll move it around so we can see it. These are what I'm working with tonight to make our spring turtle. Isn't it cool? Oh my gosh, I think it's going to be so pretty, and I really hope it is. Get a little closer look here. Most of these are like a pastel. Some are a little more vibrant. I probably won't use this one. I love this one. I might do it all. We could just skip them all and do it all with that one, huh? You could totally do that. Whatever you want to do. You don't even have to do floral. You could just do plain, or make it look like a real turtle, or whatever. Whatever floats your boat, right? I have a lot of different dishes here tonight, palettes, because when I foil, I'm a mess, and I'm going to be using a lot of glue tonight, so I want a bigger one. So I'll probably use it from this dish, which is how I started. And it's a very forgiving place to use your glue. It doesn't get all weird around the edges or anything like that. So I'm probably going to use this for my glue. And probably for my paint, I'll just use that. A couple of those. How about that? We'll keep it simple, right? Put all these other ones over here. Hi, Amanda. Hey, Mary. Hey, Glenda. Hi, Connie Faulkner. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so let's start by getting our colors in here. So this will be my color palette. There's a chance, you know, I'll probably use some other colors in here somewhere. Remember, you don't need a lot of color, especially with this one, because we're going to be like diluting it quite a bit. So, water. Oops. Who knew? So the next step, we're actually, oh, I don't have my blue. I guess I am going to be opening my blue. Huh? Oh, that's not blue. That's the blue. I guess I already did open it. I missed it before. We're going to start by adding kind of a beigey green color to the turtle. It didn't come out on my paper, but that again is also posted in the group if you want an example. And it came out weird here, purple pink, but it's not. It's like a beige green. And who knows? Let's see if I can make that color. Probably not, but I think I might be able to. See how close I can get with these. Okay, so we want white for sure. And we will start with a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green. See where we're at there. A little purple. Getting good, getting better. Oh, it looks so green on the TV. How funny. All right, let's add a little tiny smidgen of pink. That might work. I think I like it. All right, so we are going to basically just the light wash. See, it's very sheer because I put white down. And my brush is wet. It was wet before I started mixing. So it's a very sheer. And these are low viscosity, so they're not necessarily sheer in color, but they're very fluid. So we're going to do that there and here. So now you see why I have the dark lines underneath it so I can see after I block it in. Obviously, if you don't want to mix your paint colors and you have some color that you would like to use, do that, definitely. Bonita, hello, darling. Can you guys see okay? Yay. So we're just blocking in the base color here on our turtle body. And if you feel like it's too much paint, you can lighten that up either with water or just take a little piece of paper towel and lighten it up a bit. I'll be going back afterwards and relining, oops, establishing those different tiles. Are they called tiles on a turtle shell, right? Notice I have barely used any paint and it goes forever. My paint's very pigmented, so you can just, a little drop goes a long way. I know there's always question about, oh my gosh, that's a tiny size. You really don't need a lot. Trust me. Trust me. I shouldn't say that, huh? They say never trust someone who says trust me. Okay, I like it. Thanks, guys, for letting me know. I'm so glad you could see me today. What was the question there? I missed it. Oh, white paint. No. Sorry. So this is white paint here. Well, first I blocked it all in white, then put the black lines in. And then this was a little mixture of white, yellow, green, purple, little pink. To kind of get this weird green beige color. And these are low viscosity paints. They very easy to use and blend and super easy. And they dry quick, so it's fun for foil, easy peasy. You don't got to worry about your foil doing weird stuff because it didn't dry for sure. Great for live. So don't forget, y'all, if you're watching and you're having fun and you like my channel, to subscribe and hit that thumbs up so that I know you enjoyed yourself. And also share away, please. Okay. So the shell, we're going to leave pure white until we foil it. So it'll help the foil to be very visible. I'm going to grab a fluffy watercolor brush. Fluffer. Right, I have a number 4, I believe. Number 6. Princeton. This is the travel set. Thank you, Miss Mary. A towel in your hand. And then we're going to use this kind of like watercolor. And don't you worry, we're going to be getting out those watercolor dips here in a bit too. So we're going to start dropping in some color. And these are neon, so you want to be a little light-handed or blot it out if you get too much. I'm going to mix yellow. I need this back over here so you can see. Yellow and orange so I get a less bright of either. In here, I'm just going to pat it in. So we're kind of doing like a weird tie-dye sort of effect, right? And I'm not following the exact colors of the turtle, just the idea. And by the way, this image is free to use however you want. I created it with the help of ChatGPT, my new best friend. You know that little pink in there. I don't know, not loving it. That's getting better. I was just too heavy-handed. Okay. A little yellow back in it. So down here, and then if you want to blend something, you want to do it while your paint is wet. So if you're going to be adding other colors, drop them in while the paint's wet, or get it wet first and do the wet on wet. We're using this kind of like watercolor. So I'm going to just wipe my brush and dip it in the water, grab just a smidgen of the green and put that right up in here and kind of around down here. Sorry about that. Yay! And put some here. I'm just going to use the green in my brush and drop it in. Okay, get a little blue. Rinse your brush. I need real like blue. I'm just going to tap the water with my brush with the blue in it and drop it up in here. A little bit right here. I'm getting that wet so that I can just kind of work with the water there. And I just put down just plain water here on this part of the flipper. Grab some pink, very watery, and tap it here. Just kind of let the colors run together too. That's if you like that look. I like that look. If your rock is curved like mine and you got to move it around, move it around. Actually, I'm going to take a bit of that around the eye bone or brow bone. I know it looks wacky. Trust the process. Trust the process. We'll get there. Aw, thanks. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Where do I want to go from here? Let's grab some yellow, a little water. Yellow is very overpowering sometimes. And remember, we are going to have foil over this too, so we're just basically blocking color in a haphazardly way. Break it up. There we go. Yay. Love it. Okay, coming together. Who's all on with me? Or is anybody painting? Anybody doing a turtle tonight? That's cool. Okay, right on. We got some painters and some glitter. Hi, Sandy. Sandra. Sandra. Let's see. I'm going to grab a little blue, green, a little purple. I need to make a strange color here. Let's see if I can get it going. That's a yellow. Oh, sorry. You don't even know what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm on Zoom, so I just made like a funky brown color. It's gonna go in here. Not dark enough. I might have to add some black a tiny bit. Remember, my black is crazy, so if you gotta add black, I'm talking just touch the tip of your brush like that. If you need black, it's crazy black. So we're just gonna put in some shading here because the foil we're gonna put on here is gonna be sheer. So we want to get in these areas. Let that dry a little bit. All right, I'm going to put a little blue over here. It's yellow. We are almost ready. Hey, Amanda. Yay. Hi, Miriam. Yvonne. Howdy. All right, the back flipper is hidden from me. So I think I'm just gonna, don't know, make it bright. I like it. Some purple in there and a little bit of blue, a little. All right, you cutie. Okay, I think that's good enough. I'm going to use the dryer, so I'm going to put you on mute for a second. Oops. Wrong button. I got to turn off the flash too. That's why I dropped off last time, y'all, because my phone overheated. So remind me to turn that off every once in a while if I turn it on. Okay, so don't forget to have your gloves ready, your mask, whatever you need. You need it all, but whatever you are going to be using for your PPE to protect yourself, personal protection equipment is what that means. You need to have alcohol if you're foiling. That is your cleanup. I use the 91% or higher. Drink time. Take a sip. Have some chocolate. Do your thing. Can you believe it's already been 30, 40 minutes? Goes by fast, huh? You know what? I'm pleased with the way it's looking compared to my picture next to it. It's such a good, we're doing good, you guys. We're doing good. We're not ready to foil yet. I forgot. So this tray that your watercolor dips come in can be used as a mixing tray if you wanted to mix colors or whatever. And then remember, you can turn them into watercolor by mixing your binder in with your pigment, mixing it really, really well, and then letting it dry. So that's how I'm going to use it tonight, like that. Now I had this bright idea that I would number them, and I just totally took them out and got them out of order. So, we'll just try to figure it out. I can't remember which one was where. Anyways, we have 4 colors. We're going to activate them. You can use a pipette or a water bottle. I'm going to use a pipette. We're just going to use these sheer all right. So you basically add it where you want to. Like this pink, I know flashes green, so I'm going to put it on the areas where the green is. See how you can't even see, you can hardly see the pink. See if I put it on the pink. Well, it's fine. It doesn't really matter where it goes, does it? I gotta turn the light back on so you guys can watch the sizzle, because that's the fun part. Isn't it cool? We like to sizzle. Okay, sorry. Next color. Let's do this one. It's a silvery with a purple shift. When they dry, they are super chrome. It's so cool. Here is the example. Isn't that pretty? And then, was it last week or the week before? I keep forgetting to post my work. Please don't hate me. I haven't resined it yet, but I went back later and I played with the fur, you guys, and I am so proud of myself because I don't like fur because I feel like I can't do it, but I think I did it. Look at the paws. I'm so proud of the paws. But look at the face. There's fur and the ears. I forgot to do that part right there. I mean, I did the black part, but I didn't layer it. All of this out here is for me washing it off and trying again and again and again. So never give up. Just keep trying until you're happy with it. I mean, sorry, that was really up close, but I wanted you guys to see. Oh, I was showing you the color. These are the watercolors, the dots, and that is two up there. The Somebody Loves You. Or Somebody Loves Art. Somebody Loves Art. That's these. See how when they dry, they get a lot more chrome. All right, we're going to switch over to this. It's like got a turquoise shift on it. So we're going to work with that. And then this one has the pink, yellow, gold business going on. All right, we'll let that dry for a second. I'll turn on the dryer, hurry it along. Trina, thank you. Woohoo! Sorry. Thank you, Trina. Thank you. All right, so now you can see the chrome. I'm going to turn the flash back off. Sometimes you can even see it better with the flash off. Yes. Look at how beautiful, you guys. If you don't have foil and you don't want to foil, there you go. You just foiled. And then you can just draw in your details. Draw them back in. How fun, right? All right, so oops. Now we're going to foil. Back to where I was going. Okay, so you're going to want to have your gloves, your alcohol, your disposable liner brushes, or whatever you use to foil, use with your glue. I like the disposable eyeliner brushes because I could throw them away and they are thin and I don't have to worry about problems. You really want those thin, tiny, teeny points so that, see that point on there? Super important. And if you want to leave it like that, you can. I crack it kind of to break the, you don't want to put it in the water. So crack it and then pull the dust out of it from the sizing that's in there. That one might be a little fluffy on one side. I'm going to get another one just in case. Okay. Gloves on. Gonna get the glue and put it in the dish. Hi, Amy. Amy Licious. Oh, questions. Okay. Sure. So Amy wants to know more about the gel paint. So I have a few different gel versions and then a hybrid version. So Luscious Liquigels and glitter whips are the main gel paint that we're talking about, or that are gel basically. So they have a gel base. It's water based, so it will reactivate if we were to go in here and start moving things. Not, well, there's acrylic under this. That's actually watercolor, but let me show you. For instance, this is sealed already, but if this one didn't have resin on the top of it, you see all the shimmer in there. That's these. That actually, this one right here is over here. So you paint it on, and then when you're done, you have to seal it, or if you are in humidity or you want to do anything else with it, it will move because it's water based. They're watercolor pretty much in a gel form with lots of shimmer and sparkle and whatnot. And then the glitter whips is basically a suspended glitter in a gel form, making it less messy for you, because I don't know about you. This all started with the glitter whips because I don't like glitter all over me, but now I live with it everywhere. But anyways, it makes it really controls the glitter mess. So that's basically what this is about. I also have the glitter whipped reactivator, which is sold separately. So if you don't like the consistency of these, a lot of them are really thick. That's on purpose. Some of my formulas, it's so weird. Different glitters react differently with the gel. So some of them they separate and some don't. But like this one, I think these are the perfect because you can just dip in and grab what you want, and then move it around. And it will stay put. It needs to be sealed also, but it gives it a nice bonded place to be until you're ready to seal it. But you can use your fingers with my paint, with these paints. That's the gel paints. What I miss, guys? Team. I know it's my paint, and I'm like, oh, geez. I forget things a lot, but I think that's pretty much, yeah. Just water-based. You can clean up with soap and water. Super easy. Kid-friendly. Mom-approved. Don't waste the pretties. Oh, sorry. That's okay. I put them on the side over here. That's what. All right, so we're going to get back to the foil. Oops. I have, yeah. What is that? Oh, it's my top. Okay. So, I was talking to y'all earlier about the UV foil adhesive in my store. If you are struggling with foiling your mixed media projects and your foil is dimpling, wrinkling, not working, your foil's not sticking, I really urge you to try this. And I'm not trying to sell you on it. I just think that you should try it because it's pretty amazing. I haven't had any trouble with it, and you guys have watched me over the years struggle, just like everybody else, with wrinkle. The foil wrinkles because our rocks are cold and the foil glue is cold, and then you hit it with your light, which you wouldn't think would be hot, but it makes a chemical reaction that heats up real fast, and the two things don't jive. Like, it just causes it to wrinkle up. This one doesn't do that, as you will see here tonight. I've used it several times now, you guys have seen. The only thing is it does have a yellow tint to it. So if you want to use it straight on white with something clear, it would look a little yellow. So just so you know, it does have a little yellow in it. I'm trying to figure out a blue to correct that, a way to add bluing to it without compromising the glue, the adhesive. So it's sciencing this thing, and I'm not a scientist, but yeah, it's different, Amy. It's different, and I created it with rock painters in mind, but it's actually working out really well on mixed media projects. So, um, like, let me. Whoops, wrong one. I don't know where my other one went. Oh darn. Well, let's go back to the bunny. Anyways, it's on a rock. Like this down here is a glitter whips. That's actually a green color that's doing all of that pretty shifting. Let me grab it. Show you which one that is. You're going to be like, no. You're going to call me. That's it. Isn't that crazy? Yep, that's the one. It's called Easter grass. I love it. Oh my word. And I don't think it's in the store because it's just darn near sold out. So this is those dots I was just playing with. And then this is the watercolor that I just used. And this is the other watercolor that is called Watercolor Concentrates with the low viscosity paint. Thanks, Pat. Okay. So for foiling, you're going to want to grab your glue and drop it. Where you touch first is going to be the biggest place. So if you have a little tiny section you're working in, you want to be careful where you start. Don't start in a corner or an edge. Start in the middle and then work your way out. So let's map these out here. If you notice the image, it actually has my foils in that image. So if you have some of these foils, you're going to be, oh, I recognize that. So AI is pretty resourceful recently. Anyways, we're going to start. I love this one. So we're going to start with this one. And then we got this one. I'm just picking them out so I can put the, oh, actually, you are in there, aren't you? And this one, I think they're all in there. Smart. Okay, outsmarted me. Yep, we'll just work around there. Okay, we'll start with this one it's the biggest one. Why not? We'll get that out of the way. All right. Try not to make bubbles, but if you do, you can torch them just like resin. So start in the middle. For people who haven't foiled or seen foil, this is for you. Start in the middle and then work your way to the edges. Less is more. So you don't want like a whole bunch of glue, but you also need to have enough glue. When you get to the edges, you want to be careful, thorough, not, you don't want to be stingy with it, but don't make it too gloppy around the edges. Foiling is tedious and requires a lot of things I don't have, and that's patience. But if I can do it, anybody can do it. Because I'm the world's least patient person. I know a lot of you are like, okay, I'm out right now. I'm done. Nope, it's not for me. It's not. A lot of people, it's just not, it's like diamond painting. I have zero desire to do that. None whatsoever. It's beautiful and I love them. I actually have a beautiful one that Margie and her daughter did for me. But I couldn't do it. I could, but I wouldn't have any fun doing it. You know what I mean? I would be like grouchy the whole time. I have lost my torch. There it is. Torch, fire. Don't burn yourself. Okay, you want to stay kind of, you know, a good distance away from it. You don't want to burn your paint or the glue, but do you see the bubbles on there? Those bubbles, we're going to get rid of those. So you turn your torch on. Usually you want to have this set at medium or lower because you don't want it to be a big old long flame. Turn it on, hit it really fast, and they're gone. Completely glass. Isn't that cool? Now you're going to hit it with your light. Look at the neon. Be careful not to cure the glue in the pot. So kind of create a barrier or move your glue out of the way is an even better idea. I know the turtle looks funny. You got to trust the process until we get the foil on it. This won't be so messy looking when I'm done. Put fire in my hands. Well, you know, I have a fire extinguisher. His name's Hector. That's my husband. Oh, that's my funny for the day, sweetheart. If you're watching. He don't think I'm funny. I can tell you already. Alright, so I'm going to cut a section here. And pop it in there. Now on these foils, I've shown this before, just in case you forgot, along these edges, let me find a pair of tweezers. There's a clear section. Can you see this little section right here that's got no color in it? That clear part, that's actually foil, and it will transfer, and it will leave a stripe of nothing in your way, so it's kind of a pain in the butt, but get rid of it if you are worried about it getting in the middle of your project. That's why I'm going to go one at a time right now. We're not going to go crazy and do like 4 spaces at a time. A, because we're working with all different foils, and B, you don't want to mess up that stuff. So I think I'm going to pop this one like halfway down, like that. So it's like half in, half out. And get a burnishing brush. If you don't have a burnishing brush, a soft fiber cloth like an eyeglass cleaning towel, or you know, the things you wax your car with or buff your car with, something like this works really great. A burnishing brush is, it could be any brush that is soft but yet firm enough to burnish with. Sorry, I have 4,200 of them, and do you think I could find one? No. Well, this one I used for ink earlier, but this is a burnishing brush. It's an ink blender or a burnishing brush, okay? Brushes can be used for more than one thing. And I love to use makeup brushes for art. So a lot of my brushes come from the cosmetic side of life, which is where I got that's where I hail from. I was the color director. Oops, see all the foil left on there? But because we painted white underneath it, you can't even hardly tell. Thank goodness. That's why you want to pull up really slow. Now this happens on river rocks a lot because of the dimples in the rocks. Don't feel like you failed. You didn't. It's the dimples in the rocks, and I didn't burnish it very well. So I'm going to lay it back down and push it in. If your burnishing brush isn't firm enough, you can use dotting tools. I urge you to be super careful if you do, because you can damage the foil. They're pretty delicate, but they're also pretty hardy. I know it's weird to say both of those things in the same sentence, and I don't know where my dotting tools are. Okay, so I'm going to use the end of a brush. Maybe it'll work. And just try to tell it to get in there. And if it doesn't, I'm okay with the white spots. So you can also grab a different foil, similar colors, and then like work it in there. You know what I mean? So I like it. I think it looks really good. Not too bad. All right, I gotta turn on my fan though, because the fumes are getting me. Thanks. Thank you, bud. Okay. Second foil. I'm already hot. I'm a hot mama. Let's do this one. Gonna cut off a little section here. And we're going to put it right here next to the head right there. So it's going to be a little tiny section. That's even like 3 times too big. And don't throw away your little scraps of foils. Oh my gosh, you guys, because these kind of projects is where they come in super handy. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, you probably got the answer, but there's a whole bunch of ways to seal them. You can use actual diamond sealing. It's like a non-resin, I mean it's resin. All glue has resin in it of some sort, but it's not like a UV resin or the two-part resin. It's like a glass-looking drying glue. It's like a enamel, I guess, sort of, maybe. I don't know. What would that be called? Varnish. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Varnish. Okay. Glue on. Glue on. Shut. Quit talking. Glue on. Adhesive. I want y'all to know that I love playing with color and making color, but in no way do I know what the heck I'm doing. I'm kidding. I kind of do. Trial and error. Trial and error. But I'm self-taught. It's not like I went to school to learn how to make paint. So it's like, and I don't follow any rules. So, you know, if it has color to it and it makes pretty color and it's colored fast, it's going in my paint. Yep. That's how I get so many really cool colors. You wouldn't believe the places that I make pigment from. Oh, you look terrible, Mr. Turtle. You need some help. You'll look so much better when we're done with your makeup. But do you guys see this? Like no wrinkles, no nothing. It just stays glass. It's so cool. So those of you who are in the northern cold states, this glue is your friend. I think I'm going to get one of my scruffy brushes and use it for burnishing tonight. This one. Use a nice smaller one so I can get in there. So the glue sort of gives it a cushion look, and I love that for these types of projects because you get that quilted look. Perfect transfer. Can you see that? Look at that. Perfect. The white edges, that's me not getting my glue out there, but it's okay. Totally okay. And if it bothers you, you can always go back. You can double foil, triple foil. You can go back and do more if it bothers you. If you want to actually make it all the way to the black, you can do that. We'll just do it here so you can see. Go around the edges, hit it with your light. Also, this is less cure time. It's about 10 to 15, tops 20 seconds. So I'll just use this edge here, and you'll be able to see the part we just put on there. And that's what we just did. Filled in those edges, and we'll reline later. I put the lines on there so I can follow it first. I know it's like a lot of extra work, but so I've hit this with my light and it's sort of gelling quite a bit, so I got to be more careful. All right, next one we're gonna do the blue, the fun blue one. Okay, this one's gonna kind of be sort of, you know what? I'm gonna fix that because I don't want to leave the space under my foil white because it'll turn that weird yellow color. So I am going to turn it. I'm just going to use a pen because it dries really, really, really fast. This color under here. So when I put the foil on, you won't see white through because this foil that I'm going to use is very transparent. And this paint's a little darker than I wanted. I'm working through the lens. And that's why it looks funny the way I'm painting and drawing. Sorry. Can't see it. Okay. Gosh, that's almost dry. It is dry. See how fast that is? All right, glue from there. Remember, start at the center and work out. And if you want to touch all the way edges of your foils, that's, you know, your thing. I'm trying not to do that because I want clear, defined sections. I really suck at keeping my glue off the mat. Okay, a little torch. And some light. And then this is the foil I was talking about. See how it's transparent? Wherever you put it, you can see through it. So we're going to put it here, like, how do I want this? Do, 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 do. Let's do it like so. Beautiful. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, darling. Oh, I miss foiling. I don't do it that much because I'm allergic to it. But I'm doing okay. I took lots of Benadryl yesterday. I'm a little drunk. Not drunk, but, you know, Benadryl. Just in case I touch myself with it, you know. You never know what reaction you can have. It resin has a pretty ugly allergy to it, so that's why I really push the PPE, because if you don't know, you know, you just know that if you are working with bare hands, you are really, really risking it, because it comes on out of nowhere. You can use it for 2 years straight, not have anything, and then all of a sudden you're allergic to it. Once you're allergic to it, it's a forever thing. It doesn't change. It just gets worse if you touch your. Every time you have a reaction, it gets worse and worse and worse. So a lot of people just give it up completely, but I happen to be stubborn about that. So just protect yourself is all I'm saying. PPE is personal protective equipment. Gloves. These are chemical resistant gloves, 9 ml. The blue ones do not keep resin off your hands. Even though they might feel dry, it's getting through. The ventilator masks, and at least use the what the heck is that one called? You know, the dust particle mask. If you do use the respirator, you should get the one for chemical or organic vapors so that you're covered. I know I just did 3, and I said I wasn't going to do that. So we're going to do a little tiny piece of purple here on this lower one. I'm just going to cut a little corner to do that, because I got to talking and went to town there. So this is going to go here. I'm going to be layering these since I did more than one at a time. Okay, the second section is going to be yellow-ish. Foil also has a lot of static, so that's always fun. Okay. Always a good thing to have your tweezers around too. Okay, and then the third space here, the bigger one. It's going to be this one. I think I'll go ahead and leave it white under this one though. We'll see how it does. I'm going to give it just a little cure here. You can cure right through the tops of these too. Burnish. Of course, Deborah, isn't it pretty? Oh, look, it has monarchs on it too. Oh, wow, I didn't even know that. Jeez, it's a Deborah foil all the way around, huh? I'm gonna have to get you some of that, girl. You probably already have it, don't you? Get off of there. My tweezers are bent on down here unintentionally. Come on, there. But it actually works to my advantage on things like this. Oh no. Oops. My glue wasn't dry. I'm probably gonna have to redo that one. Yep. Alright, we'll start. We'll do this one again. I pulled the glue off of it. Silly me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. A little bit more. Yeah, I'm doing 2 sections in one because they're just so small. I don't want to mess with it. I'm just going to make both of these purple. So you don't want to leave your foil sitting on there too long or it will work through the foil to the transfer sheet. And you'll pull the glue off. Naughty foils. Alright, one more little thing. That's my fault. It's not the foil. It's me. Me being a ding dong. Okay, let's do this bit right here. There we go. Just mind yourself. Do one at a time. Don't be doing what I'm doing. That was not good. But it's looking so cute, isn't it? Yay! All right, let's do the next big one right here. The cool thing about foil glue is it's self-leveling, and that really makes it easy if you are working on a flat surface and, you know, all of the things come together. If not, you gotta change your glue. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I have Bob Ross up there. You guys want to see Bob Ross? Oh, he's so glittery. This is why we wear the masks around here, the big ones. The whole face ventilator sometimes. Hey, Bob. He's got big hair. And my camera is way low, so he's going to be really big. Hi. I put a flower on him. Look, he's got his paint palette and paintbrush. He just sits up here and judges me all the time. Look, there's a smiley face in my paint dish. Bob Ross has left his signature. How funny is that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Next foil. Let's do this one. butterflies. So guys, you know, I usually do a bee kit every year for the pollinator kit. This year, I think we're going to do a combination bee, butterfly, and hummingbird, and dragonfly. I don't know. Dragonflies don't really pollinate well, but butterflies, bees, and um, hummingbirds do. So, what do you think? Should I do 3 separate ones? Butterfly, a bee, and a hummingbird, or just do one kit with all 3 in it? What do you think? Right, let's put this way. Go in there. Yay! We almost got it all in there. It's gonna be beautiful. Aw, they're reading Rainbow. You're so cute. And there she is. So it's pretty amazing to me how, so you can see all the dimples in my rock, right? This glue is just, it's pretty rock. It's a rock star. It is a rock star. Look at that paint. It's a beauty. All right, this big one right here is going to be that bright green one. This one. That can be good. Or no. Yes or no? That might be too much, huh? Maybe we should go this way. This one's a little less crazy, but has green in it. Probably this one, huh? What do you think? Bright green. Katie, I just showed Bob Ross. Psst, Katie got Bob Ross for me. It was a gift. Yep. Okay, guys, looking. This one, I'm going to ask you. Ready? Humming Butterbee for the win. I love it. We're having a humming butterbee kit. Okay, so this one or this one for the next big square. I'm going to put the glue on while y'all are figuring it out. No green. Okay, the lighter one. Got it. 2 votes. You win. Right? Remember it self-levels, so don't stress about that. Just make sure there's no bubbles. And this new glue will dry. It's magic. Perfectly glossy clear. Not dry, cure. I do have a non-UV foil glue. It's not really for projects like this because it has 30-minute dry time in between. So to do sections like this, it would take you days. But if you are doing like all one big piece of foil or just a few different foils and you can section them far enough apart, you could do it in a few hours. It's not bad. I did a whole pumpkin around in October, or maybe the end of September, with it, and it came out really well. Right, so staying away from the edges because I know those are dangerous with clear foil. This foil's a little damaged, so it has some missing foil on it. I don't know, you could kind of see through it. This little, see the scratches in there. So I'm going to try to stay away from that too and do like that. Love it. I missed that edge there with the, or maybe it's this. Nope, I missed it with the glue. That's all right. It's light enough. It'll work. Static. Get off me. All right, so, oh, we want dragonfly too. Well, I can do a dragonfly kit separate. Are dragonflies pollinators? Okay, we'll do this one next. Oh, mama. It's sticking everywhere. Oh, Amy. You better get over there. Someone want to drop the Facebook link in there for Amy Licious? I think I'll do this one. I think I should have done a bigger one with this one. It's so pretty, huh? Let's see. I want to get a couple colors in there. I should have totally done that on a bigger one. Maybe that one would have been cool, huh? You can change your mind and double foil it. No biggie. Okay, I got these two out here. And a little teeny tiny eeny weeny one right here because I'm a dork. I'm going to put the green there. A tiny piece of green. Hot. I got my green in there. Okay, so my son is going on Thursday to the movies with a friend. And oh, there's a bubble in there. I forgot to torch it. Anyways, he hadn't seen, oh no. What's it called? Oh, shoot. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. It's the movie where the girl's marrying the guy and his family is psycho crazy and they play that game on their wedding night. And she draws hide and seek. Oh, Ready or Not. Okay, it's called Ready or Not. Anyway, so we watched that last night because Ready or Not 2 is in the theater right now. And I forgot how terrible that movie is. It's a good movie, but if you don't like gore, don't watch that. Exploding bodies everywhere. Ooh. Oh yeah. Clear edges. Remember, careful of those. I'm going to use this little piece right here. There we go. Ready or not. It's almost comical because it's so bad. Like, I think the worst part for me was when she fell into the pit of human or animal and human dead things down there. But by the end of it, she was a butt kicking sister. She was like, let's go. She was mad. I would be too, though. What? Katie? No. What are you watching now, though? If you're not watching that, I can't even. What? This has to be temporary. I think we need more green. I'm going to use more green. Sorry. Just, we need a little pop of color somewhere. Why not on the butt? Ta-da! So we're going to foil these two, but let's see. I think I'm going to do every other one so that I could do more than one foil at a time because remember, I'm the world's most impatient person. I've really been watching a lot of documentaries lately too, and not political. I don't do politics, period. Hate it. 100% hate it. So I watch like, you know, geography, geographical stuff, history, a lot of history. I try to stay away from the war stuff, but everything in history has war in it. So, but I've really recently been into like, and I'm not a totally huge religious person, but I've really been getting into the Bible stuff because, we all have questions, but I some of these series do a really good job, I think, because I've, studied the Bible with three different religions before, and all three of them kind of get to the same place. But the House of David is really good. I cannot wait for season 3 on that one. And then um the big one, what's it called? Chosen. Love that. But it kind of gives you like, well, I don't know. Maybe I'm just psycho, but you kind of get a Jesus crush, It's like, ooh. But all right, so let's see on this one. I'm digging the purple color too. Let's see if I can do it without having to trim. Oh, I like that darker one. Let's go there. Yes. Okay. Second tile. Let's do this one. Maybe I could find a part where there's like 3 or more of the colors, like right there. Oh, don't do it that way though. See, I almost did a boo-boo. Where'd it go? I think this is the fun part of it, picking out the different pieces. Like, how's that gonna look there, Sometimes it's really surprising, sometimes it's really terrible. I like this one. Perfect little flowers on there. Let's do this color. Barely any color. Okay. We need a pink, huh? We should do something from this one. Pink. this little guy out. Oh, there's two more. Irky dirky. You know? Maybe. I'll do this one again because it'll put two different colors on there, I'll bet you. Lots of touch-up gonna have to go on around there, but look, we have them done already. There we go. I can't wait to get the other foil going because you guys are gonna trip. Saving the best for last. Oops, I got a little out of line with that one. It's okay. We'll come back in line again. I used to really enjoy scary movies a lot. It seems like the older I get, the less it's not that I don't like them, I do, but like they scare me. They didn't used to scare me. Why do they scare me now? Like I don't like looking down my hallway at night or walking around with the lights off after I watched a scary movie. What is that about? I'm 52 years old. This is crazy. I'm a wimp. Oh, I do see a bubble. Oh. Okay, this one, I haven't used this guy. That's pretty, huh? It's kind of, we need more color, don't we? Like more color. Brighter. I'm going to get the green again. Nice. This one's brighter. Do this bluey. Yes. And this purpley color here. And this blue. Okay. I like our turtle. That's beautiful. Imagine how it's going to look all lined and resined, and it's going to be so pretty. Stop it. So, this, you guys, I used top coat, nail top coat, nail polish top coat, not resin. Isn't that gorgeous? And I used a lot of it. So I used the brand Beetles in a big bottle. I use this one to do my bigger projects. The one I bottle for you guys is a way better quality than that. But this on big things is better than the little bottle. So I don't know. It's so good. I like it. Look at that. Hello. I mean, there is a couple little boo-boos, like one right. I don't even know if it'll pick it up. There's like right there. See it? But that is like really, oh, there's one little boo-boo there. But that's on me, I think, not on, I was just impressed. I cured it in the regular nail lamp. I have a, what's that called? Melody Susie, the black one. I can't pull it up here right now because my, thank you, Jen. Gay Sparkle Tangerine, Jen. I don't remember, whatever I was saying. Anyways, I cured it in Melody Susie Light. Okay, I'm going to change brushes, get rid of that one because it's getting gooey. and show you guys the foil I have picked out for, get off there, besides the flippers. And I may change my mind because the color came out so good. I don't know if I want to cover it up, you know. But I was going to use this because the flippers kind of have scales sort of on them. They're tiles still, but they're scaly looking. But that might be too much, I think, huh? It's going to cover it up and make it like disappear. That one or this one. This one would be kind of, it's still covered up. Hold on, I have a backup plan. Hold, please. Okay, here's some options. I have pure or plain white, no holographic fishnet, which would give us a, like a, see? It'd give us a cool texture. So we could do that one. Or I have white snake skin, which is kind of fun. Kind of cool looking, huh? Oh, I like that kind of. Darn, I don't know which one. See, here I get, like, I don't know. Or, here's what I was thinking. It's gold, but I was kind of thinking this is a two-part thing here. Come back. Is it going to cover it all up? It's going to cover it. Probably change some of the color. A lot of the color. Darn it. Because it has like a gold tint to it. But here's my thought. I was going to put it like up in this area for the upper tiles, and then down in the bottom would be the leopard, well, I think this might be tiger, but leopard print down there on the flipper part. And then I would, when I do the glue, I'll do it in a roundy manner so that this will come off kind of not a straight line, you know what I mean? And this one would butt up under it, I guess. What do you think? Is that weird? Yeah. Fishnet. No snake skin because it covers too much. See-through mermaid scale thingy foil. See-through mermaid scale thingy. I do have this one too, but it's still gold. I should go out and get the silver mermaid scale one. But I just didn't want silver. Alright, so right now we have lot one. Also, I like this for like the bottom down here. But it's too opaque. Too opaque. What about these? That's kind of cool looking, huh? Yeah. Okay, so follow me here. I don't know how these are going to look, but I'm going to play with it for a second and see. This one has like a interlocking, oh, it'll probably go, ooh, I don't know, that looks kind of cool. Can you see that? What do you think? Oh, I like this. What is that? Is that butterflies in there? Oh, I need to put my glasses on. Deborah, is that butterflies? I gotta get my glasses. Holy moly. Hackman. Who is that? Karen Burns. Hello. All right. What is that? It is butterflies, right? But which way do they go? Which way is up? I think that is up, huh? Do we like that? Is that cool? Or is that just weird? Because I could probably go. It's fun, isn't it? Okay, I think I have another one kind of like this. Let's not rule them out yet. Hold on. I brought, ooh, this one's kind of cool. That's the runner-up, I think, or the one in the, oh, 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 look, you guys, because it's floral, right? So, let's see. We could do, like, oh, wow. And then I do good patching, and we could do, like, something, let me, do you like that? Oh, I love that. Okay, so we could just tilt it and do, oh, there we go. Whoop, there it is. Look at that. That's it, huh? That's the ticket right there. Yeah. I like that. Okay, yes, me too. I love this one. Okay, so fishnet's not completely out though, because I think it will still work if I didn't throw it behind me in here. Because in there, it's more like a brick or a cobblestone looking in there. This one would actually be perfect in there, but oh, that might work. What do y'all think of that? Those two together. But the one that really works in there, and I don't have it in anything but silver hollow, is the crackle. I mean, I have it in rainbow, but it's opaque. Let me find it. I brought a little tiny piece because it's almost gone. Okay, so here's the silver crackle. And this is pretty much what's all over the underbelly part. But it's just, it would be kind of weird, I think, because there's no other hollow on here. But there's going to be. There's going to be. I think I like it. No, I don't know. Okay, so here we go. The oil slick, or we're going to be double foiling the fins, the flipper, the stuffs. So we could do laser to get that hollow going. Gives it, come on. That's weird. Why isn't it showing? There we go. See the hollow? Okay, so you get that hollow laser look there. Or, I mean, we could go absolutely nanners with it. I've got starburst, little dots or stars, actual stars. And then I have crushed glass, which I think I'm going to use down here. Definitely use that down there. But I think I want to use the oil slick, if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. This one on the flippers under this foil, so it'll be holographic. Okay, I think I already convinced myself what my plan is. Okay, glasses off, because now I'm getting dizzy. Okay. You're out of here, you're out of here. Get off me. What was I going to put in there? Right, I need crackle or fishnet. You're right. I don't know which one you're feeling. For... Oh Lord, nope. My ADH brain says nope. I'm not taking that bait. You. I need some more glue. Adhesive. I'm going to pay attention to my party over here. All right, new brush. Here we go. Start with the back flipper. And we're going to go all in here. These ones will go fast because they're big. Even though we're double foiling. Gosh, it's so pretty when you hit it with gloss. Oh. Wait until you guys see this up close. Isn't that watercolor insane? So pretty. That's the dip system, watercolor dips. On top of low viscosity neon. I'm going to be adding to the watercolor dips also. I'm going to be probably just putting them in pots instead of the box. Or I can keep them in the box too, I don't know. Anyways, in pots, the binder separate. Or, I mean, it'll come with it, but you know what I mean. You'll just have your pot and the binder instead of having to deal with the box too. The cool thing about using your scruffy brushes for burnishing brushes is that's kind of what they're for. You want to have them as messed up as you can. They're the best blenders, the fluffier and messier they get. So when you have brushes, look at that. Beautiful transfer. And look at that. Gorgeous hollow. Oil slick, there it is. But that, when we put on this, which we're probably going to skip the floral bit in this one, or not as much anyways. I'm going to put it on here. And just do like a little bit like that. It'll have that like flashback under it. Something. I'll find a little piece there. So to double foil, you do the same thing again. Apply the glue. So very pretty. Give it a little heat. And good night, Anita. Thank you. Pretty pretty. Okay. Do I want to do, you know what? Let's do the white fishnet on the back flipper. How about that? See, compromise. It may not even show. Well, yeah, I think it'll be okay. Uh-oh. No, you didn't. I might have over-cured it. Sometimes when you cure too long, it won't stick. Good enough. I think it's good. We got it. Can you see it? Sheer cute. Oh, goodness. Okay. Get off me, please. Next. Here we go. You know what? I'm going to use it from here because that's a big old section. It's like a big old thumbnail, huh? low viscosity is that they are very thin. Do you remember Splatitude? It's that low viscosity, very fluid paint. It doesn't have shimmer in it though. I took the shimmer out and made it even thinner so that it would be easier to work with and even more opaque. But you can also use it in an airbrush. We're working this out, but ding ding ding, future episode, possible airbrush going on here. Not the kind of airbrush you think, but a fun one nonetheless. Cool backgrounds. Okay. I'm going to skip the oil under this one because I don't think it's even going to show. So it was this way, right? And it was, don't mess up. And that was it right there. All of these foils are in the store, and I wasn't even nice enough to go look up which ones they were because I have over 200 foil listings, so I don't know them all by heart. Well, that looks mighty fun. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful paper? Do we like it? It's kind of missing something though, huh? Like, I think it still needs, I don't know, some mermaid or fishnet or something. Let's see here. I wonder if we should put that over it. It just doesn't even work. Oopsie. Let's see. That on top. What do you guys think? Oh, we love it. Let's do the other side while I'm contemplating here. I like that, Amy. Everybody write that down and put that on your mirror. Amy's right. Positive thought for the day. Always remember that the world needs the beauty that you create. You'll probably never know the effect that your art will have on another. That's a good one, Amy. Gorgeous. Oh, it's cute. You're so cute. Okay, just so the tiley bits on this guy. Oh, right off the rocks. Shame on you. All right, it's not the end of the world. I'm gonna go ahead and spread this. Then we're gonna get alcohol and try to clean that up. Okay, to clean it up, you get the alcohol, and if you have a micro swab, that's awesome. If you don't, a regular swab, depending on how big your area is, like if you needed to get into a little piece, you want something like that. But I think this is going to be one of these this time because it's a big one. Ew, big one. Oh, goodness. Okay. Definitely fan on. Ugh. Yuck. Alcohol is stinky. Well, so is glue. This glue's not as stinky as most, but most UV products are just stinky. Don't use the fire if you've just used the alcohol. You have to wait. You don't want to burn yourself, catch yourself on fire, none of that business. Alcohol's very flammable. So we're gonna chill for a second. Maybe sometimes your breath can get rid of the bubbles. Something about the, whatever it is, your air. Your released air. I'm gonna go ahead and cure. 13. Oh my gosh, that dropped down low. They must be getting bored. Sorry, y'all. Alright. So, oops, I forgot that little bit right there. I'm not 100% confident in which side is up. Yeah, no, dude. This one's going to be bumpy. Perfection. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So, question, should I do this everywhere or just there? Because now I think we need hollow everywhere, right? Ooh, so pretty. Get off. I know, don't yell at me. I just had a big old bout with my stomach and I'm so happy to eat chocolate right now. I'm not going crazy though. Okay. Face. Let's do the, how about the, did I bring the discs? You guys know what the holographic discs are? Say that 5 times fast. How about we do that on face? Oh yeah. Who are we talking about? Him? Oh my gosh. Wowie. So because I want this to be defined, I'm going to do a little section at a time. So the forehead first. I know. Make it weird. Because there's like a brow bone and I don't want it to get lost, you know? So I shouldn't put it on them, Deborah? Uh-oh, wait. I gotta hold up. So the discs I shouldn't do here? What do I want to put over this? I thought I might want to leave it, but do we want to? Do we want to? I do have just this pretty too. Ooh, that's very pretty. Ooh, that would be super duper pretty, huh? You see that? This one just wants to live with me. Well, it does live with me, but it wants to be like my new, outfit. Okay, without hitting the other one, I'm trying to, okay. What do you think about that on top of the other one, or is that just too much? Not on top of the flipper, just the underbelly. We'll come back to that. I'm going to stick it in there. I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. Forehead, Yoda. These transparent holographic ones, you just can't hardly even mess up. So if you're beginning, that's where I suggest you go, is to the transparent holographic foils. They make everything beautiful and you just can't mess them up. I mean, it's just really hard to mess them up. Come on, show yourself. There we go. All right, then I'm going to use the laser. I have 2 kinds. I have laser and then just hollow. So this one is just plain hollow. And this one is laser, because see how it's like little tiny dots? And this one's just hollow. So for the brow bone, I'm thinking laser. can get this part defined and separated. You know, I think I might even do these in the gold because maybe I'll do the cheeks the gold. I don't know. Oh, maybe not. I don't know if you guys can see the picture, but it has like fun stuff. And ooh, I forgot about this one. Flipperlicious. Maybe we should do that, huh? That's kind of almost perfect. I'm gonna do it. Oh, I overcured it. No. All right. Maybe it's like, no, you're not using this today. Oh no, I couldn't be that lucky. That looks pretty cool. Definitely shows. Ooh, 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 I want something here. Don't you love it? No. Come on, dog. Okay. You and me are going to have words if you don't behave. I said, that's what I'm talking about. You mind? It's fabulous, you guys. I think I'm going to have to use it on the... What do you think? Yeah. So maybe, like, this is what... Yes, it is. Look at that. That's what goes there. That's what goes over. Okay. Ta-da! Okay. We're just going to put it here. And I may put it on the lower portion of the flippers. If you see the photograph, you'll know what I'm talking about. Please work. I have that song in my head. Is it Gangnam Style? Whoopa Gangnam Style. I don't even know where I heard it. It's just like stuck in my head. It's not something I would like choose to go listen to. Not that I don't like it. I think it's funny and fun. But I don't know why it's stuck in my head. Maybe it's some movie or commercial or something. Deb was probably like, huh? No, I know, right? Because I don't know, because I'm that way. I have a very vast love of music and my genres are not limited to one thing, so my DJ plays me crazy stuff sometimes. And I, you know, when I'm working, I really like that like weird techno dance stuff. I know. I'm way too old for that, but it comes in handy when you're trying to move your butt. I really like Mr. International. Does anybody know who that is? Yeah. Salsa all over the house. Ramba. What's the song? Eraser song. I don't know that one. Okay, no overcuring. So this was working. Yes. Look at that. See the swirl? It's going to work in our favor. Oh my goodness, this is going to help me so much because I was stressing about the all these like wrinkles, you know, in the this bit here. Oh wow. Oh, we got to get rid of this though because see how it's not, there's no print here. take that off. Okay, where's the cowlick? This is where I want it, right? Like that. And then I'll come back. That's a pretty big part right here. I may have done that wrong. Oh no, I think I laid it on there wrong. I let it lay there too long too. Shoot. I had to have a little patch I gotta do there. It's kind of cool, huh? Turd. Foils are finicky, so they are not always like exactly gonna work. You gotta keep going, don't give up, because it's worth it, right? Okay, you win. This part, I'm going to try to move. Let's see, we'll make it go. Here we go. Now you find your little, to take off foil, if it's gotten on somewhere where you don't want it, you can use alcohol as well. So I'm just going to pour some on my desk. Yep. It's a mat. Anyways, you just rub it on the foil part you don't want. Even if it's on another foil, you can do this very gently. Very, very gently. And take off the top layer that you don't want there. Did it turn out okay? Oh yeah, I like that. Electric Avenue. That's just right after my disco era. I'm a disco lover. Love it. I love it all. I like disco, country, pop, and rap. Classic rock is probably my second favorite thing to disco. Deborah, don't pass out. So I'm still I don't know. I'm still not, I don't know what to do with the face part. Should I just keep going with this since it's kind of on the face too? The face and the lower flippers. I'm trying to figure out to figure out how to, but let me show you. Not the right colors, but see how it is here, 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 here. So I sort of kind of want to do that, like add it in here, down on the lower flippers a little bit. What y'all think? Am I just Is that too much? Probably, huh? I'm gonna try it anyways. Let me through it. So we're just gonna do a little, like, not even section here to test it. So I literally don't want it to go on in straight lines. I want it to go on bumpy and patchy. Oh, good idea. Just kind of goes like that. So this particular foil like rips off in sheets most of the time, but I like it. Yes. I don't know how I'm going to tie it in together, but that's a triple foil there, huh? This one. Let's see here. Maybe we can put it like, let's see. I'm going to reverse foil. That's what I'm going to do. That way I know exactly what's going to go on there. So I want this part. What do I want though? So when I flip it over. Okay, got it. Got it. Start. Wait, lost it. Yeah, this is a nutty buddy. Don't touch it, just lay it on there and then grab your light. I do not know if I got it in the right place or not. Sort of. Kind of got part of it on there. Oh, yeah. But that's the perfect spot, huh? Where I got it. We're in the right place. I'm liking this a lot. Good. Love it. Okay. So then over here, you can do it like, this one's kind of like up here and down here, but let's just do it. Let's just do it. Shoot. That's it. Ah. I said shoot. Shoot. There. Not bad. I think it needs to come down a little bit though, huh? Like a little bit more down here. Let me find the right. Yeah, like that stuff right there. Okay. when you do this, make sure you don't put a place that's already been used on the glue or get nightmares. It will definitely pull off your work. Sort of like this is doing. Okay, finally. There we go. So we got the lower flipper there. And these parts, I kind of like I want to do this outer edge over here. Like right here. Dirty dog, come on. Okay, good enough. Alright, so the face is what we have left, and then lining, and then we're done. Face, 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 face. What am I going to do with the face? Okay, so, because the face has this on it, so the upper face anyways. I'm thinking like that right there. Because it kind of goes with the direction. If I can do it right. Oh, you're adorable. There's going to be like a line and a line and some, you know, a dot in the eye, and the eye's going to be domed, and it's going to be awesome. And you guys are going to be here till midnight. I'm going to be here till midnight. Okay, this part of the face, I think I may just leave like this because, or, you know, maybe this is where the discs come in better because I used them up on the other part, but I just covered them up. This is where those come in better. So I'm going to do the upper beak and then the lower part after that. Oh, I know you've got a pretty nose. Okay. And then around the eye, lower eye part, last little part. Gosh, I maybe enough on there. Let's see. Little, little, think little, small, small. You like this? Talk to myself all the time. Yep. Okay, cool. I dig it. What do you guys think? Now, of course, we've got lots of lining, but I think that I need to seal some sections. That's what I'm going to do, just because my foil's doing, it's kind of, it's not wrinkling, but it's sort of, I don't know if you can see like the little weird lines in there. It's doing a cracking thing, so you need to get it covered as soon as possible if it starts doing that. They're not meant to just be out in the air. So we're going to cover, this is just top coat. You can also use builder gel, like if you wanted to give it like really good dome depth and then top coat that. That would be fun, huh? I might do that with the eyeball. Sometimes top coat does good. And if you don't have those things, you can use, was it Glossy Accents, I think, by Ranger. You know, I kind of like the texture it made, even though it's different. I like it. It's like, it works. I'm trying not to paint the lines because I really want to redo those. Bubble. Oh well. Oops. Okay, so these are going to be done together. You know what? Forget it. It's too hard. So we're going to do another coat. It wasn't cured all the way anyways. I was spot curing so I could get it going around the rest of it. Actually, that kind of helps the lining there, huh? Looks way better. Remember the patience thing? I do like that. Oh no, I'll do the eyes right now. You want me to do that? Yeah. I was just thinking about that myself. So I think I'm going to use builder gel. I got to put the white in there and then do a little thing real quick, but I got to see, do I have builder gel? Wow. Oh. Ooh, extension gel. That's heavy. I can make that into anything I want. Let's see, which one do I want to use? This one's like a, this will work. This will do it. Sorry, I don't know what the stutter was for. Sorry about that. Sorry. White. Okay, well, use Posca. Okay, while that's drying, I'm gonna get another liner brush. This one in water. Get the starch out. Bring back. Bring back. Bring back. Bring back my, what's that tongue? Bonnie to me, right? Scottish, I think. I don't know. Anyways, I love using this color for eyes. It's probably not the right color for this one, but it's getting in there anyways. I'm going to use it right around this lower part here. And then in the eyeball white area, the first white area, in here, we're using the aqua color. You see that flash? Isn't that pretty? I wish my lines were crisper, but I am a shaky girl. Black. See if I can touch this up real quick. Hold your breath. Ha, psych. Okay, glasses on. Flash on. Aw. I knew the shakes were gonna get me. Okay, stop. I got all my elbows and everything anchored. Darn, double darn. I think I could do it though. Not too bad, huh? Aw, thanks, Connie. Thank you. This eye has like a little bit of a curve here. Angry, hairy eye. No. And then I don't think this was supposed to be so separated, the head and the rest of it right there at the neck. There's like lines in here that kind of need to be there. But I think the eyes are good enough right now. I could probably put the builder gel on. I just didn't want to cover anything that is not permanent. Okay, let's go ahead and do that step. I need a little, I don't have my tool. This might work. It's very big. Let go. All right. I'm going to put that right here and then let it kind of puddle. It takes a while to maneuver it. So you really just want to start in the center and then keep working until it pushes itself out to the edges. And this rock is tilting, so just make sure you don't like encapsulate a bubble or anything like that. Can you see the dome on the eye? It's pretty fun, huh? All right, one more side. And then this has to cure for a while. Builder gel is a little bit more. But I'm going to spot cure it. And then at the end, this whole thing will go in the lamp and you guys won't have to wait for that. So we'll just cure it for like 60 seconds with a little flashlight. And then I'll put it in Melody Susie later. Now, if you really wanted to do some like interesting things, you could do each little section with the builder gel, you know. Now, builder gel has a inhibition layer, which is gooey, sticky, and you'll think it's not cured, but it is cured. Um, and if you, okay, it might not be cured all the way, so make sure you cure it for the right appropriate time for the product you're using. But at the end of it, if it's still gooey and yucky on the top, it's an inhibition layer. So they generally, if they were doing your nails, would take that off with alcohol. If you don't care, just put your top coat right on top of it because they bond together. But that inhibition layer, if it's going to bother you, you need to remove it, but you do run the risk of messing up your paint around it or the foil or whatever you have going on around it. So right now I'm going to top coat it so that, because the top coat I can cure 100% right now. It's fast. The builder gel will have to finish curing later, but I don't want to touch that gooey stuff because I'm allergic to that too. So I'm going to go ahead and top coat the rest of our foil. Do that part right there. Then I'll do the other part. All right, let me let you look at the depth in those eyes now. Is that not the coolest thing ever? Builder gel is like, makes it a marble, you know? Look at that eye. Oh, it's so pretty. Thank you. Hey, Jax. Again. And Katie. Okay. So, now, I want to do, what was I using that for? The top coat here. Talking to myself, yep. I'm going to be touching up the liner after I do the top coat because the foil's starting to get brittle. You're one fancy fella. I think I'm going to make you a girl, though. I'm going to give you some eyelashes. Actually, I think more men I know have longer eyelashes than most of the women I know. So you could just be a boy with really long eyelashes, huh? And a really pretty outfit. It works. Hey. Good. Okay. There we go. You know, it doesn't look too far off from the picture. Oh, I'm excited about that. I changed a few of the colors, but woohoo. I'll have you know that Chat GPT, I haven't named mine officially yet, but I just call it Chat. Hey, Chat. Anyways, it's so cool because, you know, you can, like, I took hours today and completely tossed ideas back and forth with it, and we came up with this. And I am so pleased because I wanted like animal print and plaids. Well, I did not end up using the plaids, but we went with quilted instead of plaid, and floral because I wanted something spring, and the neons because I love it. But it's so cool because it'll challenge you, you know, to keep thinking. Like it always comes back with another question to make you think deeper. And you can set it up to where it challenges you either more or less or not at all or always. You can make it argue with you, which I didn't know that, but we were totally not getting along the other day. It's not like it's mean or rude or anything, but it's like, okay, let me tell you what I cannot do. I was like, I can hear the sass in your voice. Listen, you. Claude. Yeah, I heard about Claude. My son uses Claude. I'm just getting good with this one, so I'm gonna if I do too many things and my brain goes into cray cray town. Okay, I need to reline, tighten it up, and then I kind of want to do some more background stuff, like more of the Luscious Liquigels. Maybe I'll do that real quick so it can be drying, but I'll probably mess it up. But here's what I'm gonna do. I love these. Look, you can just like pop them right out of your dish. Isn't that cool when they dry? Pop, pop. And they dry fast too. A lot of people don't like that drying fast thing. So if you're into like painterly effect paint, this is not the paint. You're not gonna like this. Like if you like heavy body, even soft body. Nope. It's a matte paint, so you might like if you like really matte paint and like a thin viscosity, a thinner paint, you will like this. I think if you're still here, Susan Mercer, I think that this is like would be right up your alley. Which I think did I send you some? I may have sent you some. The low viscosity is what I was talking about. This what I'm going to use right now is up everybody's alley. If you like bling bling, because it just doesn't. Oh my gosh, it just doesn't get any better. I mean, it might. The other paint is probably better than mine, but I mean, sparkle. You can never have enough sparkle, right? Look at this green. I mean, look at this. Yum, right? Oh, so pretty. Anyways, I don't need that brush. I need a fluffy watercolor brush so I can really dilute it a lot. So this is gel, Amy, and you could do a lot with gel. See that? Now it's like a very sheer watercolor. Isn't that beautiful? So you can use that full force if you want, you know, full potency, or you can turn it into the thinner and use it in a very watercolor type manner. Just want to get some more green in this background because it's under the water, right? You do got to be careful if you have wet stuff going on over here, though, because they don't mesh. No, water and resin. No, no bueno. Okay, so I like that. And blue, purple, aqua, what? Definitely, maybe this one. Yeah, you want bubbles? For sure. We'll do bubbles. Yeah, Builder Gel bubbles too. That's good. Got to do them on top of this stuff though. Okay, definitely bubbles. Gotta have those. And if you have half dome, like half pearls or whatever, those make good bubbles too. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? I love the smell of the rocks when they're wet. Oh my gosh. Does anybody else love that? It smells like rain to me. And it is, I don't know what it is, but it's so nostalgic and I don't know why. Like, it must remind me of something as a kid, but I can't put my finger on what it is, but I like it. Like when the concrete gets wet, when it's raining, that smell. I like that smell. Am I bizarro? I'm doing a lot of touch-ups still with the liner, so don't worry, I didn't forget. I wanted more color in this background. Now it's not going to stay this dark because it will darken back up when I resin it, but for right now, it's going to go back gray a little bit until I get there. All right, I'm going to get the dryer. Okay, for bubbles, let's see if I can paint them, and then we'll top dot with the stuff, stuff. And get a brush. You need a little bit of white and a little bit of black to do the bubbles. I think I'll just use a little bit of pen and my black. So very teeny tiny whitewash, just like very diluted. Bubbles. Do I remember how to do bubbles? Is that right? Or backwards? Did I do that backwards? It'll dry. We'll see what it looks like in a second. Let me test one. See. Okay. Where to put it? Here it is. Lord. I need a smaller thing. You know, maybe I'm going to try it. Let me try something here. Maybe. That might work. This is going to be a big bubble. I think there's a bubble in my bubble. It looks like a bubble, huh? See the shadows on the bottom? Yay. Okay, I kind of got it off to the side, but still a bubble before they start migrating. I'm going to also rub them with powder so they'll have that iridescent sheen. I could foil them, but I think I'll just do the powder. Okay. What color should we use? What color bubbles do you want? You want turquoise, pink, green, or lavender? Probably turquoise, right? Jen's like, yes, all the colors. Okay. All right. Okay. So you can use an eyeshadow wand, your finger, or brush. But I'm going to do this because it has an inhibition layer, and I'm using that to my advantage right now. Yes. Aren't they pretty? I think I need to put another color, though. They're too close to the rock. But the rock will turn dark, and these will stay. Let's put some of this in there. There we go. Just around the top part. Pretty bubble. Miriam, are you still on? Did you see it? So I'm going to do this one here. That's what I painted. So I'm going to put the bubble part on it. from the builder gel. When you get this stuff out, you just kind of grab a glob of it and then you kind of just work with it. You don't, that's like way too much for a small bubble. So if you want small, you gotta get rid of some. The idea is to have like a blob on the end of your brush, kind of like that, and then touch that to the bubble where you want it, or your eye, or whatever, straight up and down, and then go back and forth, and when it's satisfactory, kind of rope it off, tie it off, whatever you want to call that. You just kind of go around like that to get it to break off. How many bubbles should I do? Yay, Miriam, I'm so glad. Let's do a few different color ones. Why not? So here's a green one. We'll do green. Let this a little bit. That's why the watercolor dips are cool, because you can use them powder form like this, or turn them into watercolor and use them like that, and they turn totally chrome. That's a pretty bubble. I still think it needs a little dark on the underside though. Okay. 3's good? Yeah? Or should I do more? Maybe I'll do little rhinestones for the rest of them. Okay, I need to do some, oops, clean up here real quick. All the UV products need to be out of my way. Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much. Yay, Jen, thank you. Thank you so much. You guys, you make me feel good. All right. Switching gears. It's alcohol. All right, lining. I have to take them off so I can feel the brush. Love this for lining. It's thin, but there's also, you know, something to be said about thick paint for lining too, because it goes where you stick it and then you pull and it just stays. And that's how I started out, with like really thick gold or silver for everything. But I find that for the smaller lines, if you want tiny little details, you need very thin paint. I know it's hard sometimes to watch someone while they shake, but I promise I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. The little engine that could, right? All about anchoring your hands. See, this is anchored here and then like that. So really, the shake goes back into your body. Like you, what's that called? That you absorb the, whatever that's called. I can't see though. Shoot. Bigger glasses. Yeah, whatever. You know, it's really hard looking at something you knew you could do just a couple of years ago, and you're like, oh boy, it doesn't feel the same, right? That's hard. This will all get another top coat in the end, but I think it's going to look so good after it's all touched up and lined. And yes, that's what I think, Jen. The seeing thing is what's really, really killing me because I'm not used to my glasses and they're on and off and on and off because, man, I tried the bifocals and I just can't even walk with them. But I really need glasses to see what I'm doing on any reading or detail or anything now. But I cannot get used to when I take them off, that weird, I can't see nothing, you know? But I also can't see nothing if I keep them on and try to see like the TV or what. It's such a, how do y'all get used to that? I cannot. I mean, I don't have a choice, but I can't stand it. It's kind of a really annoying, dizzy feeling, too. I had really great vision, too. Man, I hit 50 and it was like, ha ha, do I have a surprise for you? So my husband says, aging ain't for yeah, aging is not for sissies or something. You know, he's a little bit older than me, 17 years older than me, and he could run circles around me still. He's always been way more, I don't know, able. Good Lord. How thick do I want this line? You know, I like this part because it's very much like, Lord, I was just looking at it earlier, you know, the therapeutic, Jen, what's it called? Oh my goodness. I used to do it all the time. Anyways, the idea is to round off all your hard edges, gets rid of stress, gives you something to really, really concentrate on. Your mind decompresses. It's like a meditation. Neurographic, thank you, neurographic art. Neurographica, neurographic painting, neurographic therapy. Check that out. It's good. I have a couple of paint alongs on here. I don't want to call my stuff tutorials. They're really not. They're like, you come watch me paint and paint with me and that kind of thing. But neurographic, I have no training in that at all. I just like the way it works with your brain. It's super relaxing. And when you're doing it, you just kind of don't think about anything except for finding the hard edges and smoothing them out. And while you're doing that, it's smoothing your hard edges out. You know, your brain is like work firing everywhere. So it's occupied. It's totally awesome therapy. Oops. Oh well, that works. Shape. Thank goodness turtles are forgiving. Right? They're all bumpy and lumpy and just like me. I love y'all. If there weren't big old scary things in the ocean, I think I'd want to be a sea turtle. They just seem like they're so happy most of the time, don't they? Just like, they always look like they're just so content. They have the sweetest looking faces until they bite your face off with their beak, but our Lolo, Miss Lori Derrida, she's a turtle rescue. She goes on the beach. Right now, as a matter of fact, this time of year, they're doing baby turtle rescue. So cool. They are all hatching right now. Oh, too shaky. Coming up from this side. Well, that was way outside the line, huh? What is that? Glue gun? Lord. I had a glue gun project the other day. I got a little string over there somehow. Okay, we'll let that dry. Clean it up a bit more. Darn it. I got this stuff on the eyeball. Cool. Okay. I have to come back and do that part a little bit later. After that dries. That's probably what's going on. Picked up the wrong brush. How y'all doing? Oh, manatees? Oh, how fun. I miss going to the coast with my mom. She loved it so much. She lived in Oregon, just not too far from Bandon. At least that's where we would go. I really like that. Well, we liked Florence too. Florence, Oregon. So beautiful. And Newport. Shoot, that whole coastline is so gorgeous. I really like the whole state, actually. Even weird Portland is awesome. I mean, we have Austin here. My son's name is Austin too. But Austin here is supposed to be like a twin city to Portland for weirdness. Like, yeah, I don't know about that. What do you think? Kind of weird or good? Not exactly what I was thinking, but I think the last little thing I would do is do some shading. Like, either get out, well, watercolor wouldn't work on top of foil, so like a smoky black color, make your, thin out your black. Like so, and it may work. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not. It'll work. No, it won't. Shoot, you like me talking and arguing with myself over here? That's okay. We got this. So it's straight up black. It's very black. But we have tools. Fingers work good. Wait, that's not so this more. I need those neck wrinkles back. This doesn't look right. All right, well, we're going to work on this right in here. Now it's just starting to look like a seal, huh? Oh my goodness, no. Okay. Leave well enough alone, darling. You know, this is where everything I do takes a turn. It goes dark. It's like, no, no dark, no dark. Something needs to happen with these flippers. They just look so detached, right? What do you guys think? Any advice about the flippers? Need a smaller brush. Aw, Jammy Jams. So wrinkly details. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, wrinkly details. I just need like a little, I don't know, shadow shape. Gosh, the thing dries fast. Separation between these two things here. So I could do a like that. Ooh, that's cool. I can take this off if it's no bueno. So don't worry if it looks like I'm ruining it. I might be. I just had an idea, like, does that break it up a little bit, or does that just make it look like there's a big old growth right there? I'm just making like little, I don't even know, little scaly looking areas. Night, Glenda. Take care. Yeah, the flipper's not right. I feel you. What happened here? Well, it might have to live like this. I wonder. We need to put some color back into this, even though it's holographic. Like, it'll still show through, I think. We lost some of the Twiddle effects. That's better. Yeah? Don't you think? I'm just kind of staining the top of the top coat. Hey, little. See, it'll still show through. So. All right, I think I'm gonna call it. You guys, thank you so much, so much for hanging out with me forever tonight. And I'll post this here in a few minutes and critique me. Definitely tell me what you would do different, how you did it, or, you know. Also, give me information on kits and color. I know we have a thing on color, like I'm working on that, but you know, what do you want to see in upcoming kits. All right, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you soon.